England star says fans will eventually realise Steve Borthwick's genius. England scrum half Danny Care has full faith in head coach Steve Borthwick, despite the criticism he has received in the past year. After taking over from the sacked Eddie Jones at the end of 2022, the 44-year-old has endured a turbulent time in charge. They struggled in the Six Nations and then suffered a fraught build-up to the Rugby World Cup before getting it together for the global tournament. The Red Rose reached the semi-finals of the World Cup, but agonizingly lost out to eventual winners South Africa. Game plan. Although that was a fine achievement for the previously beleaguered side, Borthwick still has his critics, particularly over their conservative style of play. Care disagrees, however, and believes that the former Leicester Tigers head honcho is the right man to take England forward. "I loved working with Steve in the summer. I thought he was brilliant. He's a genius. I think people probably don't see that yet, but I think they will, and perhaps they are starting to," he told the Evening Standard. He called pretty much that whole World Cup, from start to finish, in how it was going to end up, and it's crazy how close he was. "I've loved working for him and I'd love to still play in the Six Nations, but if not, I'll be a very proud supporter of that team going forward. I think Steve's done great things for the future and that team's only going to get better." Care played a big part in England's run to the semi-finals, but his international days may well be numbered. The scrum half has no intention of retiring from Test rugby, but, with the livewire turning 37 in January, Borthwick may look at younger options for the Six Nations. His contract also runs out at Harlequins at the end of the campaign and Care is unsure as to what his future holds. Care's last year? "My contract. The last 4 years it's been up every season and I've just done 1-year renewals," he said. "So, it kind of gets to this time of the year, and you think, this could be the last year, you never know. I'm in the same boat again this year, weighing everything up for the future, but I'm still enjoying my rugby, and still feeling like I can do it. I've had a good conversation with Steve at the end of the World Cup, where I told him I'm desperate to still play for England if you need me. I fully understand if it's time to go with a young crop, and I'd be the first person to say, fair play, it's your decision. He just said play as well as you can. So I'll just play it by ear and have a crack and see what happens." The contract situation. "It probably helps a bit with performance that I can't rest on any laurels. I've got to play well to deserve another contract next year.